because you're lukewarm, what do you say?
And neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth.
The Lord is a demon with it. He spew you out of his mouth. The Lord doesn't like the taste of it. He can't feel it. So it's gonna have to, trust me, there's gonna be a common point where you're gonna have to make a decision. When all this comes down and the white man comes down and break off, are you for this new world order or you're not for this new world order, take this chip as well. Take this chip. You're gonna have to make a choice. So you're gonna have to know where are you with us or you with these motherfuckers. You know, so you're gonna have to make a choice. Right now you have choices. You can do what you want to do. You can go to McDonald's, you can go there or there. You have choices, but there's gonna be a point where the Lord is gonna slim down those choices where it's either you with the world or you with the hour shy. So I'll leave you with that.
And one more thing I want to say as well, you can do what you gotta do, because the scripture say that whosoever keep my word unto the end, should I keep them in the hour of temptation. So you gotta take this thing seriously. You gotta
This was some years ago when I'm talking this.
I want more precepts before you go, since you're still here.
See, that's the spirit of the Lord, because this brother brought out a couple of precepts that you gotta go. I said something. Now there's more precepts coming. So this is the word of Yahweh Shah.
It's at James 2:7. Even so, faith, if it have no works, is dead, being alone. Yeah, a man may say, that was faith, and I have works.
Like you're saying I have faith, but
and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works.
Right, so how do you show your faith? By show your works. That shows your faith. But if you've got faith, you've got no works, then you could be lying. You might be saying you don't have no faith. You're just saying that.
Because even Satan believes too.
Satan believes too. You know, the devils, they believe too. You know, all the devils believe. But where's their works? They can't do no works because they're not set up to do righteousness.
Anyway,
you know what I'm saying? But like I said, show your faith by your works, man. You got to pick. You know,
the last minute guys, you come here when like towards the end when all the shabang is, all the martial law is in place. Oh, you come to us, oh guys,
that's too late. That's too late.
Amos 8 and 11, man. There should be a famine of the wood.
I've always been with you guys. I think with you guys, people say, where have you been?
Matthew 25, where it says, go to them that sell and buy, man.
Right. Trick out of your own system.
Yeah, where have you been?
The 5 foolish virgins. Go to the 5 wise virgins and say, give us of your oil that we might light our lamps. And then the 5 wise virgins look at them and say, man, listen, man, you should have been there when I had that lamp. It's not enough for me and you at the same time. I can't give you some of my oil. You want some, I can't give you some. Go to them that sell and buy. So that's the point from where Amos 8 and 11 is going to come.
Yeah, this is Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, save the Lord power, Yahweh.
Behold, the days come, man. So we're telling you, time's coming.
That I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, no thirst for water, but of hearing the word of the Lord.
Yeah, so there's going to be a time where we're not going to be out here no more.
I got one more verse. I must needs be that I bring this out. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. And they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it.
Are you hearing that? So there's going to be a point where you have certain people that didn't believe or rejected this. When all hell starts breaking loose, the spirit is going to enter their mind and thinking, oh shit, man, them guys were talking about that, man. Where are them guys? Let me put internet shut down. Or let me try and find them guys. They said they were out here. I remember 44th Street. Where are they? We ain't out here. We don't have the 12th turn time. We ain't got the camera out here. We're not standing out here no more. Because we're looking out for ourselves now. You know what I'm trying to say? So now you're by yourself, caught out there. And now how you gonna get saved? What was the name of the Lord? Y'all babe. What was his name again? Oh shit, man, I can't remember. So how you gonna say it? So how's you gonna get saved now? You know what I'm trying to say?
Oh, and one more precept, brother. One more precept I gotta bring out, man. And then you can, if anything of the spirit wills, you give me Matthew 7 and I believe it's 24. I gotta get this, brother. I'm about to shot. Matter of fact, you can break it down. You can even break it down. You gotta get this
famine, man. So not a thirst for water, not for eating bread, but of hearing the word, man. So you wanna, you only have one choice. One. When the kingdom comes, you can't rewind, you can't
There's a
turn back
verse that
time.
says that
Once the kingdom
they shall know
comes,
the name of the Lord.
we're going to be set
Doesn't
on
mean
high,
they're gonna be saved,
and
innit?
those that
They
do
shall-
not
they
believe,
shall
they're going to
see
be
God. There it
down,
is right there.
and it's normal Israelites, and you're going to have regret.
Read all the way down to 22, 21 to 22.
So Matthew 7 and 21. Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven,
In the name of the Lord, Yahweh.
by he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven.
Right. So it says, not every man that say to me, Lord, Lord, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, not every man that says that is going to enter into the kingdom. So this is why you have to be afraid, man. You got to think to yourself, am I doing the right thing? I know the name, but the scriptures already told me that that's not enough for me to get delivered. I got to think about, am I doing the right thing? Am I walking according to how he wants me to walk? In terms of, am I out here teaching? The scripture says, go out into the highways and hedges.
And it's not only
Compel
just
them
that,
to come
too.
in.
I don't cut you. It's not only just that. Like your thing, you could be, the spirit can have it to where you could either be a teacher or going to be teacher or a helpmate. Okay, you could either be you can help brothers out. If that's the spirit you got, hey, if that's the talent you got, you do that. But what I want to do is I want to resurrect the scripture because I want to make a point quite clear and I give it back to you because this is very important. That I go into this, that we go into this again. Yeah, read that verse again because there's a point that I want to make here.
Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven,
Yeah.
by he that doeth the will
But
of
it says, but he that doeth the will, go on.
the will of my Father which is in heaven.
Right.
Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name?
Right.
In thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works. And then I will
But
confess.
though you don't even have to read further down. But the point is this: is that just because you say the name of Yahweh or the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, right? That don't mean you're gonna make it, but you gotta do the will of the Heavenly Father. Those are the guys that's gonna make it. So you gotta do two things. You gotta know the name of the Lord and do the works behind that name. Okay, that's the bottom line.
To never ever be called. That's also part of it, man.
Yep.
That's also part of it. The scripture says, he that loves me keep
My commandments. Yep.
So you also got to keep the commandments. You can't. I can't just say, I feel. I want to go and get me some of that. Go to the gay club, and be a faggot. You got to keep the law.
Well, brother, I feel like smoking a blunt.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I've been tempted to smoke weed. Because it looks cool. There's some guys that just saying like this look cool. I'm thinking, yeah, I wouldn't like that, bro. But in my head, I'm thinking, I ain't doing that, bro. That's I can't do that, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm not supposed to be doing it. So you get temptations when you're meant to keep the laws, man, to the best of your ability. To the best of your ability, man. Like also you have obviously there's a process to this thing. I don't want to force you, but there's gonna be a point where you might even have to like trim your dreads down. You know what I'm trying to say? Obviously I ain't forcing you nothing because the scripture says let every man be persuaded and his own mind. You know what I'm trying to say? But when you come into this thing, when you come to the Hebrew Israelite thing, you know that dreadlocks and that's a heathen, that's an outlandish custom. You know what I'm trying to say?
What is the Nazarite?
That's when a man braid his hair. It says locks, that's braids. Man grows hair, but you still cleanse, you still braid it. You still braid it. He said that Samson had seven locks. He braided it into seven locks. He didn't just leave it.
Like Caleb.
Yeah, obviously he left his hair to grow, but you braid it. You look after it. You know what I'm trying to say? You didn't. Because dreadlocks, that's a custom of the Hindu. If you look at the Hindus, the Elamites, if you look at dreadlocks, the Hinduism, that's an ancient practice that they kept. The East Indians, they left their hair, and that's what they, if you look into it, Hinduism, they left their hair and they get all twisted and that's what dreadlocks goes back to.
I always thought they took it from us.
No, because if you go to think about it, we came from Western, we got taken from states from Western West Africa, right? Where in the customs of West Africa do people have dreadlocks?
They do.
In West Africa?
In Africa, they do.
In West Africa.
Matter of fact, you know,
Among our people like Ghana, Nigeria,
Yeah, they do.
The race people of dreadlocks,
they
like,
get that from
custom.
Rastafarianism.
It's not a custom, no.
That's not a custom.
it's what did Paul say?
That's not a Nazarite.
When people look at you as gentle and as dreadlocks. The
And
guys
that-
are in the streets smoking, all that stuff.
And you know, and that's why they call it dread, because what does the word dread go back to? Meaning dreadful. It's a dreadful look, you know, it's not a clean look, you know, or the Israelites are clean, pristine people.
And if you look at even Edomites are doing it now. Other people, other nations are having dreadlocks now. So that's not an Israelite custom. That's not a custom that Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. That's not a law that was institutionalized among our people in the ancient world. I mean, the Nazarites, their vow was to leave their hair, no blood of the grape, no alcohol, none of that. And if they broke that vow, if they cut their hair, if they drank wine, they would have to obviously shave their head and go before a priest. And there would be like a process about it. If you broke the Nazarite vow.
I got the precept
Like,
right here.
look, I mean, Paul had a Nazarite vow. When it came to the Passover, he said, I'm not going to keep the Passover, and he shaved his head. This is the book of Acts.
Yeah, it says, this is I stopped at verse 13. It says, judge in yourselves. It is comely that a woman pray unto the Most High uncovered. You have not even nature itself teach you that if a man have long hair, it is a shame unto him. But if a woman have long hair, it is a glory unto her.
Right, so read that again.
It says, do have not, this is 1 Corinthians 11, verse 14. Do have not even nature itself teach you that if a man have long hair, it is a shame unto him.
You don't really need no law to tell you this is something that
No, I would
nature.
think today.
At one time I swear down, I saw a man, and I believe it was on Dean Street in Soho, and I thought it was a woman, man. He had long hair. I thought it was a woman. I was thinking I want to make sure to turn around so I can see, look at it. And you know, he turned around, it was a damn man, man. I was like, oh shit. I was like, no, so that shows you that nature itself is obvious that it's a shame for a man to have long hair because you're vain, man. It's vain, man. You gotta be all up into your hair, you know, you gotta try and go in your hair, and it's vain, man. You know, when you come to this thing, the Lord is teaching you not to be vain, not to be concerned with your outward appearance so much. Obviously, you cater to yourself, but in terms of, you know, shaping up your beard, you know, that's vanity, man. It's almost like a homosexual type vibe you put in yourself. It's vain. All up into your hair. That's what the society is all about, trying to turn a man into a woman. You want to get out of that spirit, man.
And you kind of feel feminine too, man, when you're all up in your hair sometimes. Man. You know, 'cause
Put your
I
hair-
remember, brother, I had a big afro and stuff. Man, I just trimmed that bad boy up, man. You know what I mean? I ain't got time for that, man.
Hey, man, you know what I'm trying to say? So, if you got certain guys, they walk around, they get hairstyles like that. You see that girl? The two buns, you got certain men walking around with hairstyles
Hey,
just like
Jake,
that.
I got my hair, man.
Just like that. They're all feminine, the way they walk, they kind of twerking their hips, you know, when they're walking.
The left hand has been
A lot of these men out here are feminine, man. I'm telling you. You got to survive in this so-called society, this world. As a man, you have to be effeminate, man.
I got one more verse.
This world is all wickedness, man. If you check a lot of these guys, they don't believe in a man being over a woman. Like that guy there, I guarantee if you talk with him, he doesn't believe in a man being the head of the house. He thinks that man and woman is equal. I guarantee you he thinks that, man. You know, so when you come into this truth, you renew your mind. You think, you know, the Lord is trying to turn me into a rough man.
Righteous.
You know what I'm trying to say? You know, and even them Latinos. You see a lot of them Latino gangs that put tattoos on themselves. They don't have long hair. They shave their hair bald because if you ask them, they say it's a warrior thing. Because if you're out there in the battle and you have long hair, your hair's gonna get caught up in the battle, man. The enemy can drag your hair. You know,
like how women fight.
like how women fight, man. But if your hair is short, you know, there's less chances of you getting into danger, man. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's like a warrior thing. When you come to this truth, your mind changes, man. That's part of coming out of the world is coming out of that feminine type vibration.
You know too, I don't cut you too, brother. There's a guy in the scriptures where he had loads of hair, man, like to the nines, man. I forgot his name. Oh,
Maybe
man.
son.
Was it King David's son?
Absalom.
Yeah, it was Absalom. That sounds to be correct. I mean, I don't. I
Yeah,
would have to.
Absalom.
It was Absalom, King David's son, and his head was so long, and basically the Lord. That's how the Lord destroyed him, based on that long hair that he
Oh
got.
yeah.
Because it
I
was
remember
so
that. I remember that. His hair got caught in the branches.
Right.
And he was caught up in the branches, so he got caught there, innit? He was like, oh shit. And then like that's how Joab got him with darts, man, killed him. You can read about it in Samuel's, because Absalom was the son of David, and he was trying to usurp the throne, and he was trying to get away from Joab, and then Joab killed him because Absalom, his hair got caught up in the branches, man. You know? So shit like that, had he shaved his hair,
Would've never happened.
he would have never got killed. He thought he would have got away.
Yeah, I got some more verses.
That job was about steer, man.
Huh?
Job was just steer, man.
Joab was a rebel, man.
He was serious.
Joab
He's
was
like,
a
nah, don't worry with school. That guy, man, he got them kids him anyway.
Yeah, Joab didn't give a shit, man. Joab was like, man, fuck this, man.
But he was loyal though.
Yeah,
That's how men were, man.
but he got killed though. He got killed though. Joab, he got assassinated. I think it was who killed him? Benaniah. He was like Solomon's hitman. I think he went and killed Joab, man. Because I think he rebelled against David or something like that.
Yeah, it says, but if a woman have long hair, it is a glory to her, for her hair is giving her for a covering.
You got a woman doing the opposite. You got a woman shaving her hair. Here she got long ass hair and she'll cut the shit. That's what I remember. I remember. She was beautiful, man. She was an Ishmaelite woman. And she was outside Pretzel, like a pizza place, an Italian pizza place. And I know it must have been her mother. And she was sitting there, and her hair went down to her waist. And I'm thinking, yeah, that's how a woman is supposed to be. Long hair. She's not meant to cut her hair. Your women out here that cut their hair, man. You know what I'm saying? Short too, man. Or they'll cut one side and they'll leave the other side. Some bullshit like that. A woman's meant to cover. That's why the black woman. That's why she feels insecure. She feels inferior to women of other races because the fact that she's got short hair. That's why she puts weave in her hair, because she wants to match women of other nations. But it's not working. She still has that insecurity, bro. You know what I'm saying? And she doesn't realize that that's a curse that the Most High put upon her. You know, the Most High took away the pride of her by making her hair proper short, man.
You can get that in believe it's in Jeremiah. I think it's Jeremiah 3. Jeremiah 3.
I mean, you can have an afro because of the Most High has an afro. It tells you that in Daniel 7 verse 9. But to the point where you're all up into it, you know, that's, you know, it's like a fashion or it's a look or something. You know, you got certain people that dye their dreadlocks, man. Like Future.
Try to like
Future stuff. Yeah, Future and shit. That's a heathenistic custom, man. Our ancestors were never doing that. The scripture says, seek ye out the old paths, the way that is good, man. Stand ye in the way. Yeah. See, he knows that one.
We got 6 minutes to go.
Okay, right. You know, seek ye out the old paths, man. So we're preparing ourselves for the kingdom to come, man. You know, like it says how a wife, the bridegroom is gonna take the wife and marry it back onto the husband. Well, when a woman knows that she's about to get married, the bridegroom is coming. What does the woman do? She adorns herself. She prepares herself to look good in front of her husband. So you don't want to be in front of the Most High with fucking a shaved face.
Yeah, the camera cut off. Shalom.
Looking effeminate. You know what I'm trying to say? And everything like that. You want to look good. You want to prepare yourself for the bridegroom, for Yahweh Shai when he comes. So part of preparing yourself, growing your beard, you know, naturally eventually you're going to have to take dreadlocks and everything like that. You know, you got to prepare yourself, man.
But like the brother said earlier before, because there's something you're gonna have to do right around anyway. You know, if you dabble into the street, but at the end of the day, it's a gradual process. It's a gradual process. You know.
So speed up though, man. Hasten the day, man.
Yeah,
hasten the day, man. Just hasten the day, man.
I think it was talking about scripture earlier on.
You gotta hasten it because the doors are shutting, man. I can feel it.
Yeah.
I can feel it, man. It's shutting. I can feel the spirit. Man. It's shutting. And the brother, before you came, me and the brother were saying, if you check the news, not much is really happening like in terms of terrorism.